Greetings aspirants. Today let's delve into another topic from the subject environment and ecology, that is e-waste. E-waste, also known as end of cycle electronics or electronic waste, is the electronics that we discard on a daily basis or that which are recycled or refurbished. Electrical and electronic products are referred to as e-waste. Now, e-waste is fast growing solid waste in the world. If you see globally in 2019, around 53.6 million tons of e-waste has been produced, out of which only 17.4% is formally recycled. So that means we can imagine what amount of the waste is going untreated and is disposed into the environment. So let's look at what are the toxic and dangerous effects and what are the toxic and toxic chemicals that are released into the environment when these metals or the e-waste is released into the environment without treating. Now, electronic waste in particular is segregated into 21 types under two broad categories, that is information technology and communications and consumer electricals and electronics. Now, we can easily tell by the name that information technology and communications products will be our monitors, laptops, computers, circuit boards, hard drives, pen drives, etc. All. And the next one, consumer electrical and electronics like our heaters, geysers, television remotes, electrical cords, lamps, smart lights. These are the products that we use in our daily routine and we tend to use them on a regular basis without recycling them. Now, let's look at what happens to the e-waste that is being discarded. Now, what happens? It is either dismantled and shredded, and then it is burned in the open without disposing it off properly, or it is disposed and it reaches the landfills. Right. Now, what happens to the dismantled and shredded material of this e-waste is it enters into the environment, and when it is burnt in open air, it releases toxic chemicals like the lead. Now, what happens when lead is released into the atmosphere? It leads to neurological disorders in vertebrates, and it reduces reproduction in both plants and animals. And it's also seen that it stunts the growth in humans and also in plants. Now, what happens to the e-waste that goes into the landfills? Now, these landfills, once the e-waste gets into the landfills, the toxic elements tend to bleach into the soil. So, they bleach into the soil, and slowly when it rains, the toxicants are absorbed into the groundwater and it reaches the aquatic ecosystems or the groundwater that is consumed by humans while drinking, and it pollutes the groundwater. And also the soil, when the plants grow in the same soil, they tend to assimilate the toxins inside them and the tissues inside them, and hence it leads to bioaccumulation and then further biomagnification, which when consumed by humans will lead to various kinds of ailments. Now, let's see what are the contaminants, major contaminants that are released into the environment due to the e-waste production. Lead, beryllium, cadmium, arsenic, chromium and mercury are the major contaminants and are very important in the exam perspective. So today we have learned what is e-waste and what are the chemical pollutants that are released due to the e-waste that is being released into the environment, and what are the effects of e-waste on the environment. Thank you.